Anthony Richardson spoke to the media today, and you get the idea that it's never too big for the guy, that it's never too high, never too low. You listen to Anthony Richardson talk about his development, and he understands that this is a process. He's not hurrying to get there. He's allowing this to develop in the rhythm that it should, and that's kind of interesting. There's a different kind of second-year quarterback in Anthony Richardson.
Hello, everyone.
What's up? Man, you gotta watch 97. It's coming.
Yeah, he's quick. He's definitely quick. Yeah.
What's it been like for you? Almost 2 weeks in? Just how have you progressed through this camp? You think personally?
Man, it's been good so far. Making plays with the offense. Diving deeper into the offense, learning a lot more, and then just trying to take advantage of the defense. We got a great squad, and they catch us on a few plays. So it's just just trying to get better day by day.
What has it been like accounting for Laiatu for years?
Man, he keeps you honest. You can't just pull the ball expecting to get outside as easily as it should be. But he's a great player, great young player, and he keeps me honest when I'm on the zone read. So it lets me know I gotta be a lot smarter when he's out there.
He had that one on the zone read, like the play action today, where you and him were kind of out in space. Like his bend and his body control seemed to be kind of otherworldly.
Yeah, man, his hips are very mobile. We did some testing, and he definitely showed that off. And then just getting around the edge, man, it's I'm trying to get there, hit the receivers in stride, but he's there in my face, so he's trying to make a play. But I'm glad we got him in practice just so I can get used to stuff like that.
The last couple practices, you guys, you have been pretty aggressive down the field. I know that's your game. You like that. How successful do you think that can be this year?
Man, extremely successful. We got weapons to go down deep. We got fast guys to take the top off. We got a great play caller in Shane and Coach Jimbo. So they definitely want to scheme it up. Set up the game plan for us the right way. And they're gonna let me use my big arm. Take advantage of the defense and just try to take shots down the field.
Josh mentioned that he doesn't have to always talk to you about what he's going to do in the exact play. A little bit less of that this year. So how has that chemistry been to a point where you don't always have to talk about what you're going to do?
Man, it's been great, especially with Josh. I just try to tell him, with the route, I know we got rules and steps to run it a certain way, but just get open. You're going to get open, I'm going to get you the ball. I tell that to all the receivers. I know the coaches want us to take a certain amount of steps to get a certain route open, but I just tell them, man, you get open, I'm going to try to find you the ball. So it's just a matter of just working that chemistry and just knowing each other.
Is that being able to do that? Could you have done that at this time last year when you were still learning offense?
I feel like I could have, but it probably would have been easier just to follow the rules of the coaches and just try to make it work. But now we add on a little bit of our own little twist to it because the defense, they know if a certain guy runs a certain amount of steps, they know another route's coming. So we're just trying to tweak that a little bit and just trying to find certain ways to get guys open.
Anthony,
it was obviously last year. But how different do you feel in the offense as you guys go through the install, just in terms of everything you're seeing, knowing the playbook, that kind of thing?
It's definitely easier to manage our offense now. I'm a lot more comfortable with the calls when Shane's calling them. And then just looking at the defense, I'm able to scan the defense a lot longer and just check out what I'm gonna have in a certain place. So I'm definitely a lot more comfortable in the offense, and I want to plan on continuing to get more comfortable in it.
Anthony, what's the biggest thing that you've learned from Joe? And just, is there a generational gap there a little bit?
Man, Joe's almost 20 years older than me, but it's great having him in the room. He's a veteran guy that knows a lot of ball. He's been around a lot of ball. And just asking him questions about certain things, whether the safety moves this way, what would he do? He's just man, just play. It's just football. Just play, make a play at the end of the day. So it's great having Joe in the room.
He can still get the ball downfield too.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. Gotta rock it up for arm, man. So I definitely compete with him in practice sometimes, with a deep ball.
When you're testing things with Pitt or Josh or AD Alec, do you learn more from a completion or an incompletion on some of those throws?
Both. A lot more on incompletion. Because we're professional athletes. I'm supposed to throw the ball, they're supposed to catch the ball. So whenever we miss on certain things, whether that's me taking too many steps in my drop, or just my angle, or their angle coming out of the route, it's just fine-tuning a few things. But you learn a lot from both, but mainly the incompletion.
Anthony, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but you're going to be on that JW Marriott downtown.
Okay.
how cool would that be to see a giant photo of you?
Nah, that's definitely cool. I appreciate the city, embracing me. It means a lot to me. It lets you know I'm doing something right. I got a lot of support behind me, so I'm thankful for it.
A couple more training camp. How do you think you're progressing? How do you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm having fun out there. Sometimes it's frustrating when you got Julian Blackman back there intercepting the ball, but he's just making me better. I'm making him better. And I'm definitely having fun with it.
When he's a couple of the plays he's made, it kind of been freelancing. Shane said he's not really where he's supposed to be. Guys are going to do that in games.
Yeah.
So how does that help that he's out there doing that for you in terms of teaching you how to look for guys who aren't necessarily where they're supposed to be?
It helps me a lot, the same way I feel like I help them when I'm scrambling. Most quarterbacks don't move out the pocket as much, so whenever I move around for the defense, it lets them know that they got to stay true to their lanes and their gaps. But him being back there, it's like, all right, you see that guy back there? Because I see him a few times, but it's like, okay, he's not supposed to be there, so why is he there? And it's just more so learning the offense, because if he's there, that means somebody else has to be open. So just trying to fine-tune certain things like that with the mental aspect of the game.
Anthony, how different are your conversations now with Shane versus last summer, when you know a lot of football, but you still were like a baby in this, you feel like there's a higher level of interaction and conversation?
Yeah, for sure. The communication is definitely, has advanced for us. Last year it was more so, okay, follow the read, do this, but now it's like, okay, if the defense does this, then I want you to think about this right here. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's just trying to find ways to just tweak our offense, and just get comfortable with each other. But I definitely feel like there's been a huge, jump from last year to this year.
And that's him trusting you too, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is that part of that?
We talk about football almost every day. Even when I'm stretching out there, he's like, okay, the defense get ready to, jump under this end cut. We're just gonna go outside and pump him on this one. So it's like, all right, cool. He's seeing it a certain way, so I got to see it the same way as him.
All right. That's Anthony Richardson, and you get the sense of this guy's confidence. He's got an internal confidence. It's not ego. It's not like this overblown sense of self. We were talking about another quarterback in this conference. And the thing that kept popping into my head is that this guy who's going to start for a team in the AFC South kind of plays like he's walking into the casino, and he's a good gambler because he walks in with a whole giant bankroll. It's not what you walk in with, it's what you walk out with, and it seems like Anthony Richardson gets that.